Today's podcast is brought to you by Audible. Get a free audiobook download and 30-day free trial at www.audibletrial.com/secretspiceoflife. Over 180,000 titles to choose from for your iPhone, Android, Kindle, or MP3 player.
Welcome to some shit that's considered legendary.
Hey, what is going on, you variety-loving people? Hope you're to add some spice to your day. Welcome back to Secret Spice of Life. We're your hosts. I'm Brandon.
And I'm Jordan.
And if you're new to the podcast, welcome. What the hell was that?
I feel like I'm whispering.
Yeah. I mean, I guess.
I had to get used to this.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think it because I think it'll be fine. Because I think our mics are like muffled enough to where it won't be like that, but yeah. We'll see. And I mean, when we get more stuff in here.
Did you put that back up?
No, I think Dad did. I didn't do that. Yeah, and if you're watching the video, you can obviously tell we're not in our normal area. This is like the starts of our new podcast room. It's like not completely finished yet, but we'll put some stuff in here, move some stuff around. We'll figure it out eventually. But I wonder if this will. I don't think it'll be echoey because our room's like this too.
I wasn't worried about that. I just don't want to talk too loud.
Why?
I don't know. This room,
surprisingly, this room's more soundproof than I thought it was.
Is it?
Yeah.
I didn't listen when I was outside.
Because Dad was talking on the phone, I could hardly hear him at all.
I mean, you can't even hear the TV or anything.
Yeah.
From here, and that's only right there.
Yeah. So I feel like we have the things for that now. The thing.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I don't have to worry about smacking.
Smack that. But the topic of our podcast today is like what's been going on, like since we don't like really talk about ourselves like too much, especially of late. Like we've talked more about like podcast stuff going on, but what's been going on with you? I need to grab my phone real quick. So
what?
I need to grab my phone real quick. I saw it was open. I can't leave it open. It will die.
I don't know. Just been working on I don't know, some more like blogs and stuff, kind of like behind the scenes a little bit. Some stuff prepared.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That's one thing I gotta get back to though, is like posting different blogs, because we've just been posting like the calendar stuff for the most part.
Yeah. I mean that's what I was saying before.
I get away from the what's it called, the business blog for a few, like since before Christmas now. I think. Yeah. It's been a few weeks. I haven't posted a sports blog for a while either.
Yeah, it's true. The bowl game. Are the bowl games done?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what my final record ended up being. I'll have to count that up at some point.
Yeah.
I don't know. Besides that, I haven't really been doing too much, to be honest.
Yeah.
Well, watching Netflix, you know.
Oh yeah. I'm watching you.
Yeah.
Is that why they named it that?
I don't know.
That's what Riley said that to me the other day. She said that's why she thinks they named it that. So it's like a stalker thing. She said
it could be.
If you ask people what they're watching, they said they're watching you.
If I was a woman, I'd never walk around the house with my blinds open ever again.
Oh man, we can talk about this for like a little bit, but oh man, I have so much empathy for like the main character that show though, for sure.
I mean, like the only thing that I don't like about it is that it puts a nice guy in a bad shadow, a terrible shadow.
Yeah, I know. Okay,
it's like, I mean, like, cause like when he's talking to people in person, for the most part, he's like he's like a nice, outgoing, like good person.
Yeah.
And then like behind the scenes stuff like that happens. Like it puts good people in a bad light, man.
I mean, he's definitely not.
He's not a good person.
Yeah,
I'm not saying he's a good person, but like,
okay,
it puts someone like that is like a generous, like seeming generous person in a terrible light.
Yeah, I mean, it's just so he's like whoever wrote this is really good at like rating, because like they like show like how great of a person he is, but they kind of also show
what kind of person you can be.
Yeah, exactly. And but like, oh man, if he didn't do like a handful of things, he'd be like a perfect person probably.
Besides killing,
I mean people get there, killing people. Yeah. Oh man, you know what reminds me? The show reminds me a lot of Dexter. Man, it has like that vibe to it.
He's like the same type of person.
Oh yeah, kind of. He's like super like OCD.
Well, I mean, I guess Dexter's not really that outgoing though.
No, Dexter's like to himself and stuff like that. Yeah, but when he like talks to himself in his head,
I guess
that reminds me a lot.
This guy's not really like that either. Though he's not really outgoing, but he interacts well with the people that he talks to.
Yeah. But man, when he takes care of like Paco and stuff like that, man, that's just like, it's just like crazy that he's like he would be considered like a bad person. Like,
well,
the dude has like an exact.
He's a parole officer.
He's exactly like what's his name off Dexter, the black dude.
I forget.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Him. I can't remember his name, but But he had like a bad feeling about Dexter from the beginning. Like they're the same character.
I think this guy has the wrong feeling. Like he thinks he's a pedophile. I think.
Yeah.
But
That's why he tries to keep him away from podcast.
He has the right feeling in knowing that he's not like.
He said he's a sicko.
Yeah.
But
I don't know.
But yeah, I mean, oh man, that shit is like that was. I mean, how many episodes are you in?
I think it's 10. Oh, I'm only on episode. I think I finished episode 4 last night.
Okay, I finished 5 today.
Oh, well, I kind of fell asleep during the 4, so I might have to go back and watch a little bit of it again.
It's interesting.
But,
Oh man, but him how he like observes the world's like really interesting.
Yeah, so I said, like how they have the perspective from inside his head.
Yeah.
Like when he like watches people and like knows what they're gonna do and everything.
I mean, but he's I mean, I don't know. I'm twisted like the way I feel about him. Like I think his perspective's like really interesting on the world, that he like cares about people and like knows what like people deserve and stuff like that. I mean, like depending on your perspective, I guess, but the girl like he's after, Guinevere.
Well, Beck is what he calls.
Yeah, what's her real name? It's like Guinevere or something like that. Something weird. It's like Gwyneth and Jennifer like mixed together. I think it's like Guinevere or something like that. Guinevere. That's what it is. Yeah.
I never paid attention to her first name.
Yeah, but she's like. I don't know, she's like a messed up character too, because she's like, I don't know, she's like, she had like a terrible like boyfriend, if that's what you want to call him or whatever, and then she's like bouncing like guy to guy, and then he's watching this shit happen. he's like, this is fun, like what the hell's wrong with you?
I mean, like, it shows that what like if you're a stalker, and I don't know, dude. I mean, I guess like it shows what like kind of what like overthinking can do too. Like even if you're not a stalker, if you just like happen to catch something like that someone else is doing. Yeah. I think this guy like overthinks it. He's like, oh, I got to get this person out of the picture. Or whatever.
But he's not thinking about it like rationally either. He's thinking, okay, he has like rational thoughts, but some of them are just like he's like set on her, so he can't like think about other things. Like, so I mean, obviously, I guess that's what a stalker would do, but. That show's like pretty good though.
And
for sure.
It's a good like mixture of stuff. But I don't know.
Hey, but you can't like not root for him though, because he's the main character. You know what I mean? Like
it's just like terrible.
Yeah, no, but that's the same thing about like Dexter though. Like he's technically
but Dexter's different. Dexter's killing people that need to be.
He's still killing people. He's still killing people.
But he's kind of like he's taking people out that need to be taken out. This guy's kind of killing like innocent people.
But you have to think like did you get to the episode 4 is like where where he starts focusing.
Benji.
Huh?
He's only killed Benji so
far.
No.
Okay, yeah. I mean, he hasn't killed anybody as far as I'm in the show either. Like nobody else.
Yeah.
But he's like focusing on Peach more, like her friend, because she's like kind of a bad influence on her life.
The dark skin or
the Indian girl, the Indian looking girl.
Okay, I thought she was black, just like light skin.
No, I think she's like Indian or something. She looks like it. I don't know. But yeah, he's like focusing on like her a little bit more and his like perspective on her. Like at first you think she's like the good friend out of like the group.
Yeah.
And he like flips the perspective and like
she does. I think she has like a bad feeling about him though. Because she talked to like when she first met him at that party that she had at her house when Beck brought him to that.
Yeah.
When he was looking at the books, she came up to him and like started talking to him and asked how they met and stuff. And he mentioned the train track thing, and she's like, isn't that convenient?
Yeah, yeah. She's like detective-y, like about it towards him. I mean, their exchanges. I think it's in episode 4 and 5. Their exchanges are pretty like.
I kind of fell asleep during episode 4, so I have to rewatch.
Their exchanges are pretty like high like social intelligence, like fuck yous basically.
Yeah, that's what it is. Because I feel like she knows that there's something going on, but she doesn't want to say it.
Yeah, I don't know. I get there's only 10 episodes.
I'm gonna take a guess and say that he kills her too. I'm just saying.
Oh, in the most recent episode, he's coming pretty close.
What episode are you on?
I finished 5 today.
How the hell did you get ahead of me?
Because I watched 3 episodes when Riley's over, and I watched 2 today.
Jeez, you're screwing up. It wasn't on our Netflix.
No, it was on Riley's.
I was gonna say, you just keep screwing up to where I'm at.
Yeah, but
I don't know. He's in it. Oh man, Riley gave it away though, kind of to me.
Oh yeah.
with the like he traps her back in the basement at the end, I guess.
Oh man, that's gonna be crazy, dude.
That's why there's a season 2. Like there must be some crazy shit happen at the end.
Yeah.
I thought it was just gonna be like a 10 episode thing, and that was gonna be it.
Yeah. Who's the book dude? Evan. Yeah. Is his name Evan? The like chubbier dude that's like works at the bookstore with him.
I don't know. He's just kind of like a side character.
Yeah, but isn't he in something else? He looks familiar.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Like the way her dad comes into the show too
is
weird.
I thought she was a call girl.
Yeah, like a prostitute
Yeah.
or whatever at first, and then it's her dad buying her a dress to get us some like
Renaissance
thing.
fair,
Renaissance.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like the cap, and that's oh man. But I didn't. Oh man, there's like so much like that happens in like episode 4 and 5, like that you have to watch before.
I have to rewatch 4 because I don't even know how far I was into it.
Wait,
I just remember falling asleep.
Did he try moving like Benji's body yet? Like in this? Episode?
He already burned it or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah. When those two people were walking up to him, and he's like, "You guys want to join my bonfire or whatever?"
Yeah.
And they're like, "Yeah." And then they pause for a second, but we have to get somewhere or something. They said. He's like, "Thank God."
Oh man, but you have some sketchy dude in the middle of the forest with a bonfire.
Yeah, just burning a freaking huge ass bonfire in the middle of the forest.
Yeah, but the two cops, the excuse he used was pretty interesting about his garden.
About the garden. Yeah. When they get him for buying all that
I don't know how
stuff.
he came up with that so quick.
Yeah.
His intelligence.
That's when
he
had the dead body in the back of the car though.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, he did. Yeah, and Peach was like, "Oh, it smells like here."
Is that what she said?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Yeah, she's like,
I thought someone was gonna like the seat was gonna like move or something. He was gonna fall out the trunk. I was like,
man.
Like you know how those seats in those kind of cars can like fold down and the trunk opens there. I was like,
oh my god, yeah. But she kept saying that they're gonna like open the trunk or something.
Yeah,
like
I thought
that.
something was gonna happen, but then she just ended up walking away.
Uh-huh.
This guy like gets by on so many close calls.
Yeah. He's like risky. He's just driving around with a dead body in his car. He's like, "Oh, it'll be fine for like a couple hours."
In the car
in the hot New York air, like. But man.
And then that freaking inspector or that was some kind of
the electrician.
He was coming to fix the air conditioner or whatever, and he almost found the body and walked in that room.
Yeah, that's crazy. Oh man. And Paco almost walked down there one time too.
Yeah, jeez, that was crazy. I mean, like he has so many close calls with stuff, man.
Jesus, that and it doesn't like drive him nuts at all.
It shows you, man, what type of shit people are willing to give.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Oh man.
Oh my god.
He's messed up for sure.
Whoever made up a show like that though, man.
Man. Like just so much about that show just reminds me of Dexter.
Like, that dude's apparently from what, Gossip Girl or something?
Yeah, something like that.
Is he some weird dude in that
I don't think so. I think he's like a relatively like main character in Gossip Girl.
I should ask
from what I understand.
I should ask Michael what he's like.
Yeah.
Michael's watched Gossip Girl a lot of times.
Oh man. But
I don't know. What are you up to?
I don't know. Well, let's start with what's in my cup. Matcha tea. That's what I wanted to look up before I drank this. Matcha tea is like, well, you can get like matcha lattes, but like it's just like from a matcha powder, which I believe is a Brazilian powder. And it's just like made in the tea, but traditionally you boil hot water, and you whisk it with a bamboo whisk, knitted by people. That's knitted by people, like handmade. But I was learning about this on like Joe Rogan's podcast, and I saw some at Trader Joe's the last time I was there, and I went there today. I don't know why my internet's not working. Is the internet sucking here, you think?
Oh shoot, I don't know.
I was working in here like 2 seconds ago.
Trapped in the opposite corner of the house. So I don't know.
I was looking it up on my phone, but yeah, I mean, I don't know why it wouldn't work. It was definitely working like 2 seconds ago when I was in here.
I don't know. Maybe this room's like kind of shielded.
I don't know. Maybe when you close the door. Oh no, I guess it was closed. But the benefits of matcha tea, I haven't tasted it yet, just for the record. I heard it's pretty good. But when did all this come up? Concerns. There shouldn't be any concerns.
What?
I said concerns. There shouldn't be any concerns.
What?
But all I did, I just put it in. I just like made hot water and like whisked it with the tea, or whisked it with a fork. It's probably the complete opposite of what you're supposed to do. But it detoxes your body. Has a bunch of antioxidants, Catechins. Catechins are a rare group of molecules that have been proven to be incredibly potent and beneficial antioxidants. Okay, so more antioxidants. Energy without the crash. Oh yeah, there's matcha caffeine. It's like a natural like caffeine. Yeah. 1 teaspoon has 72 milligrams of natural caffeine per serving, which I guess is a lot. I don't know how much is in like pre-workout or anything like that. I don't really pay attention too much. I know you're not supposed to consume over 500 milligrams of caffeine a day.
Why is there so much caffeine in tea?
There's caffeine in green tea.
I thought there was like nothing in it.
But it's pretty good. Tastes like green tea. But yeah, it's pretty good for you. Apparently, I just wanted to try it. It's good for your skin. Reduces redness. Oh, speaking of my skin, I have this like crazy rash on my hand. It got like worse from like the other day. Oh man,
it's gotta be like poison ivy.
If we have any doctors that like listen to our podcast, maybe they can diagnose me. But like, I swear it's like poison ivy. Because I mean, this happened to me 2 winters in a row that I've gotten poison ivy during the winter. Because it's like
you eat something that you're not supposed to eat.
Yeah,
you have an allergic reaction.
Yeah, but I didn't eat cashews last year. I think it's from the cashews I had. For starters, oh man, I'm just gonna go off on a tangent here. I'm just gonna go off on a tangent here. But for starters, we're living in Pennsylvania where it's like a tundra right now just because it's January, so there's no life outside whatsoever.
Nothing but white.
Yeah, nothing but white, and so there's no poison ivy, and I haven't been outside long enough to get poison ivy in the last like month or two. And this is definitely poison ivy. You can see the bumps. And I'm allergic to cashews, and they give me poison ivy. And people say that's not possible, but I disagree because they're in the poison ivy family. But yeah, I think I have poison ivy. And it's like it's spread from my middle finger to this finger. Now it's spreading back to my middle finger. And I think Riley gave me some wash, so hopefully it takes care of it. But yeah. But that's what I've been dealing with too. And what else have I been up to? Oh. I don't think our Instagram got shadow banned, but I'm not positive about that. But I'm positive we're not shadow banned because I just posted something and put a hashtag Secret Spice of Life, which is a small hashtag, and it was still on the public thing, so it's all good for that.
I mean, like I don't know why it's doing that thing where like it shows you like posts from like days or from like a month ago.
Yeah, I mean I sent Instagram like two problem reports, and I mean people are still liking our stuff, so there's like people that don't follow us.
It's not a problem with that, though, but you can't look at
I can't engage with communities from recent posts. I mean I can look at recent posts, but they're from like smaller people. They're from people who have like 12 followers. I don't want. I mean, not that I don't want to engage with those people.
Like spam accounts.
Like, it's maybe spam accounts or something. Yeah, I've seen a couple of spam accounts on there, but yeah, when I get if you go if you guys are listening, go to your like hourglass, and it should bring up like top people, tags, and places. If you click tags and then click the top tag you have on there, because I'm sure you guys use hashtags when you post stuff, but you should at least. Well, when I click on my first post on the top one, it should say from today. It should say like from like 20 hours ago at like the most, like 20 to 23 hours ago at the most, and it should have a couple thousand likes most likely. But it's this like African lady breastfeeding a kid apparently, and it's captioned goddess, but it's from December 5th of last year. All right, well, go check out our daily podcasts and have a positive and productive day. I hope you guys enjoyed the podcast. If you're listening to the podcast, it would mean the world to us if you gave us a rate and review. Subscribe to the podcast as well, so you're first to know when we release new episodes. Be sure to download the podcast to help us out. If you're watching the podcast on YouTube, the full-length podcast is in the description. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe as well. Check us out on all of our social media. Our Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat are all official SSOL. Again, that is OFFICIALSSOL. That is on Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. And you can find us at Secret Spice of Life on Facebook. Don't forget to check out our website and blog. New blog every Wednesday, and potentially some bonus blogs throughout each week. Be sure to check out our Patreon as well, because for 2019 and every year coming, we are going to monetize our Patreon for charity. So anything that is donated to our charity tier on there will be donated to a charity of your choosing or our choosing by the end of the year or every 6 months or so. But yeah, make sure to donate to that to give back to other people. And as always, have a positive and productive day.
Welcome to some shit that's considered legendary.